as I am fond of saying and letting people know, urban fiction is the fastest growing form of fiction in the marketplace today. And would you consider yourself an urban fiction writer, or how would you describe your craft?
Yes, my genre of writing would definitely be urban romance fiction. Very unique, a lot of reality, but magnified to where it's interesting. I'm going to captivate you with my literary talent as a poet, as a writer, as a woman of the world. I feel as though I was able to take this particular storyline and make it interesting and pull in my readers to hopefully build up my fan base.
Okay. Well, the name of the book is Paper Promises and Punishment, and people will be able to get it in their hands by this time next week. You said October 10th?
Well, I received the book in my hands October 10th. So with that being said, shipping and processing and things to that nature by the latest the 15th.
Okay, great. So what is Paper Promises and Punishment about? I see a young lady who reminds me of you, with her back to the back to the camera.
It's not me.
That's not you.
That's
not you
me.
getting spanked.
However,
that's not you getting punished.
The punishment is not so much sexual.
Well, punishment ain't always a bad thing.
Okay, but the punishment is more literal, as in karma, as in
okay.
Just because you have money, it doesn't necessarily generate promises, and there's always a punishment that comes with it. As they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Right.
So I want to say, the oxymoron between people thinking that money will cure their problems, when in all actuality you'll still have problems, just different ones.
Okay. So tell us about the book, Paper Promises and Punishment. Why did you decide to call it Paper Promises and Punishment?
For forever, I've had a problem with my first name being mispronounced. Hence, my author name, the name I choose to go by, is my legal last name, which is Payne. I've been called Kai, I've been called Kay, I've been called Kia. The correct pronunciation of my name is Kaya. However, with the way it's spelled, I get everything other than that. So me going with the Payne brand, one, is consistent. I'll always be Payne. There is not many variations that you can come up with that. So to start my brand of my company, which is Painless Publishings, I wanted to run with the P's. Paper Promises and Punishment, Pleasure, and Pain. I wanted it to be consistent to where, so when you saw me, you saw something that was still correlation with my last name.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, can you give us a synopsis of what the book is about? Don't tell us all the juicy parts, but give us enough to want to pick up the book and open her up.
Okay. For radio purposes, I'm going to say the book is about a young woman's struggle to identify with her place in her world when her boyfriend becomes incarcerated. Financially, she's left in a position to have options, but education, mentality, and personally, all she knew or all she felt as though she had was somebody that's locked up. So as her personality, as her struggles to identify with who she will be as a woman once he's gone, evolves, it's problems that arise, it's things that come up. And as she's presented with these obstacles, there's certain ways that she handles them. Some she handles very diplomatically, others she takes to the streets. So with that being said, she had a lot of paper promises and punishment.
Okay, all right. Sounds like not just a sexy novel, but there's also a little bit of excitement in there.
I don't believe you could actually tell a story without hooking your readers. It has a storyline. It's
Okay.
not the standard cut and dry, but as a woman in this society, sometimes what you did yesterday affects you today. So because she didn't further her education, because she didn't really have the kind of foundation or help base that she needed in order for her to take the couple of hours that she did have and do something promising with, she was, she had to resort to other things to get ahead. And I tried to make the other things interesting without glamorizing them, because I never want a young woman to think that her only option is her body.